What you've just seen is what Pixelgun 3D released in their latest update that dropped today. Now, in the upcoming update, it's in celebration of the 12th anniversary. And for once, we've been given a pretty big update. But the introduction, once you updated Pixelgun 3D, was very, very different. It was an indication that something big will be introduced to the game in the year 2026. Now, a lot of you have your speculation. I have mine. I'm going to do a little bit of a breakdown of the trailer first to see exactly what Pixelgun 3D have potentially teased. So the trailer starts off with some kind of portal, and then this text comes in and says something big is coming. Now, with the actual portal, some people have speculated that this is an indication to a brand new campaign world. I would love this. What I think Pixelgun 3D needs to do in terms of the campaign is do one more world and then call it quits. But also go back in time and remaster the old campaign because it is incredibly outdated. Now, after this, we then head into this science laboratory, and I'm trying to get the perfect screenshot here, with a counter that is actually counting down. We've got like the test tubes. We've obviously got the place where you can zoom in and check cells or anything else. We've got the electricity in the background. And then we kind of go through a cinematic scene here, which, again, kind of does a little bit of a trip down memory lane, I'm guessing, in relation to Pixelgun 3D maps. It's very hard to see. Is this related to Nuketown? I'm not entirely sure. We know that this is looking like the city map, where obviously back in the day, it was like sniper versus sniper, and you would sit on the top. But then they obviously released it as a dedicated map, and the counter is still counting down. Now, one thing that I did find interesting, and it's coming up in just a second, they said, you won't believe what's coming. But then after that, we start to go into a weapon build process. We have an actual weapon. We have a scope on top. Our Pixelgun 3D about to introduce the ability to fully customize weapons. That means magazine size, adding scopes, along with adding the butts of a rifle or of a weapon. And then we end up with this portal one more time, with a dude standing in front of it. And it just says soon. But it says it's actually coming in 2026. Like, it ticks over one last time from 2028 to 2027, and it does actually tick on 2026. So I have my speculation. I was asking some of the other content creators what they think it could potentially be. Some of them said possibly a new game. But would they advertise that inside of Pixelgun 3D? Maybe, but maybe not so much. A lot of people did say the Ruby division. Could it finally be the Ruby division? But would they go through this length? Not entirely sure. If you were to ask me what I think what Pixelgun 3D have teased is going back a long time ago when Pixelgun announced the PC version, they also said that they had plans to port it to Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. Could this be the final piece of the puzzle where it's available on all of those platforms? The only problem is there isn't actually any indication of like it coming to a console. You know, usually you see a very distinct teaser that indicates, okay, it's going to happen on this platform, that platform. So honestly, as of right now, I'm in the dark. And if you're a data miner, I want to know if there's anything unique in this update in the files. The only thing that was catching my eye is we had like these futuristic weapons and weapon parts in the background. And that's it. There's nothing else for indication here as to what this is gonna be. But just because it's like the Pixelgun guy, we're definitely entering a new type of universe. I asked the developers, they're not sharing any details. So it's down to us as a community to try and decrypt it. Regardless, brand new update for the 12th anniversary. Let's check it out. So with the main lobby background, they're going with this whole glitched effect again. I also took the time to read the articles that they shared. Once again, getting hyped for the 12th anniversary, as they should as a video game company. We also have changes to the player profile customizations. This is an upcoming one, which is the bugged Cosmos crashed system season. I'm not sure if this is a new one as well. It does look like it. It's a glitched effect. And no new background this season, which I'm kind of surprised because I think they could have done a really, really good one on this occasion. Also, if we check out the editor here, we should be able to see the backgrounds in a little bit better detail, which just obviously gives you a small glimpse as to what they are going for. Now, if we tap on events and we see what is coming up next, obviously this is the anime season, which was very bang average. We then have the Mesmerized Creator set coming in 2 days, Glitched Hunter coming in 4 days, Wheel of Fortune is also going to be returning. Nothing that stands out inside of here, but we did get a massive balance change, which we will go over. So if we go to battle, check out the new maps. What they did do is bring cargo ship to team fights. I think they might have done that on one occasion. Maybe you guys can correct me in the comments section if they've ever done that before. I don't see too many other changes. Mafia Cottage, is that returned? Deathmatch inside the code has returned. Mafia Cottage, still no sign of Coliseum. Nothing in point capture, nothing in flag capture. Oh, we did. Orbital Complex is back. Nothing in duels, escort, or team strike. They have once again been left to die. However, if we go to the weapons section and go to the bottom of the gallery, we do have some new stuff. But this can also be found inside of the crafting section, I believe. I'm trying to find where all of this stuff is located. It might well be inside of sets. Yes. Glitched Hunter set with a helmet, with your armor, with your boots, and of course a mask, which I did show you in my teaser video. We also have the Heroic Lottery set. So this is going to be Heroic Lottery set and not Pixel Pass, which is kind of interesting because we haven't seen anything related to the upcoming season weapons. They didn't share it with creators either, so maybe these. But this right here is the Pixelgun Shield, which is shield, dash, and charge shots as a special. Okay, so that's one that's going to be available there. The next one is going to be a sniper, which is the Great Defender. This is shield penetration, disables jumps, and laser. And then we also have this, which is the radio activator, mythical. It's primary. And it's poison, kill targets, explode, and automatic. It doesn't look like it has a scope. Once again, give us more scopes. So I'm curious as to what these are. I'm guessing one is going to be an unlockable throughout the events. And maybe these will be Pixel Pass. Maybe. Starter weapon, end of season, and Pixel Pass. Very intrigued. The biggest surprise is Pixelgun 3D haven't done any big balance changes since the 16th of November. So we're like pretty much 6 months away. They did do a couple of changes, but as of today, we were given all of these changes. Backup, melee, heavy, primary, sniper. Not quite sure why it's been given to us in this specific order. But tons and tons of changes here, including some massive buffs, but also massive nerfs. Vandals nerfed, pipes nerfed, cooler nerfed, deadly icicle ammo decreased. The Gojo's Wrath also nerfed. Anything else that's noticeable? Wizard Wand nerfed, Total Planner buffed, Anniversary Big Buddy buffed. They're gonna push the anniversary weapons out, no doubt. Any other sniper changes? Not too many big ones. But according to some of the other creators, apparently they also made changes to modules. Now, just like every other season, most of these things won't take effect until the anime season is complete. So they give us the update early just so we can prepare. Hopefully I haven't missed anything. I did check the store, didn't see too much information inside of here. So I guess we're pretty much waiting to find out what they are going to be doing in 2026. Maybe you have some speculations. Leave them in the comment section and have a wonderful day.